Hello, my name is Mark Nichols. I have my own company, MNICHOLS Design. I'm the architect and owner of that company. And I reached out to John Ward and littleMUCHO to help me with marketing and advertising for my company. I mostly exist off of referrals and word of mouth business, which is great, but isn't necessarily the most proactive strategy for gaining new work. So I was looking at different marketing and advertising companies, trying to find one that has some experience with architects or that would be savvy enough to find the type of clients that I would want to target, and help me come up with a strategy where now I'm finding and funneling business on my own and not necessarily waiting for it to come to me through referrals. So I interviewed different companies, and frankly, John Ward stood out and came highly recommended. And he was sensitive to the audience that I was trying to target. He gave me actual examples for how he would get in front of those potential clients and the type of message we could present. Um, and had a clear path to achieve the what I was after. So it was an easy choice, and working with him and his team were great. They really helped me focus on social media and how I'm presenting my company. So a more branded approach, being more consistent, just in anything that I present, that it's visually consistent from one post to another. So if someone looks at your company, they see the overall picture. And that sort of framework was very helpful, and has been helpful going forward with any content that I put out there, whether that's through my website, social media, or whatever avenue I pursue. He and his team were, very generous to say, hey, if you're going to go out to a site visit, let's bring the video production crew along. They had very reasonable rates that I don't think if I was to go with the standalone video production company, it would have been 3 or 4 times as much as what John was able to do. So he's able to add value and find ways to present your business really well, and will help you do it in the most professional way possible. I certainly grew my social media audience and our efforts, both through social and through paid advertising, through Meta, through Google, paid off. And there was prospective clients that came in, and that fit the type of clientele that I was looking for. And the great thing is, John was very easy to work with, and informative and educational along the way. This isn't a side of business that I necessarily know, so he was able to answer a lot of questions, show me on the back end, or on the in the Meta platform or Google side, how you create ads and how you set up filters for what the target audience is going to be, and then how to do A and B testing, how to test out different ads to see which ones are more successful, and then keep refining the process. So, he has a level of sophistication for marketing and advertising that I think would work well for any major company. But then, luckily enough, for smaller companies like myself, he's available to offer those sophisticated and strategies in a more boutique way. So you're getting, high level understanding of marketing and advertising, for based for smaller companies. I'd highly recommend working with John and his team. They'll help you present yourself as in the best way possible, and help you find the clients that you're after, so that you're not just waiting around. You're being proactive, and you're deciding the type of business that you want to pursue.